Today we are going to unbox a WMaster WR315 router. First, we open the box and inside we see a quick installation guide, which is a simple guide for quick setup. Next, let's take a look at the machine. Once we remove the packaging, we can see that the machine is a ruggedized design. After taking the machine out of the box, we first notice a label. This label indicates the product model, which is WR315GR2C5GM2EU. Below that, we find the default IP address of the device, which is 192.168.10.1, along with the MAC address and serial number of the device. During the usage, more attention should be paid to the power input. The router has a wide power input range from 9 to 48 volts DC for typically 24-volt input. On the right side of the label, there are markings for 5 antennas, 2 are in the front, and 3 are on top, total 5 antennas. At the bottom, there are 2 power inputs, 1 digital output, and 1 chassis ground point. Moving to the rear of the router, there is a DIN rail mount and ventilation holes. Now let's look at the front of the router. At the top, there are indicator lights, including power, system, and digital output indicators. Below those, RA, RB, RC road indicate the 5G signal and whether it's connected to the network. Further down, there is a reset button for restoring factory settings. Moving further down, there are a total of 5 gigabit Ethernet ports. 1 or 2 can be configured as WAN ports, and 4 or 3 can be LAN ports. Below that, you can see markings for SIM1 and SIM2. This is actually where we insert the SIM cards. When inserting a SIM card, there's a screw here that needs to be removed. There are 2 slots for SIM cards, and on top of them is a holder. We can use a hard tool to push up the holder. You can see there's a small button here, and all you need is to push it up. Then the holder can be used to place the SIM card. Regarding the position of the SIM card, make sure not to insert it the wrong way. There is a foolproof design here. You can see that this is the SIM card, and here it fits perfectly on top. Once installed, you can see that it's actually placed like this, and you can simply insert it by hand. Install the other SIM by the same method. You should pay attention to the direction when installing the SIM card holder. Make sure that the side with the chip makes contact with the PCB board. After it's installed, we can then put the cover back on and tighten the screw to secure it. Now, let's connect the antennas. Generally, we provide standard 4G per 5G antennas. You can see these antennas here. When installing, make sure to align the holes properly. Once installed, tighten them securely. You can see that we have installed 2 antennas labeled ANT1 and ANT2 on the front, and similarly, there are 3 antennas on the side. ANT3 and ANT4 are also for 4G or 5G, while ANT5 is for GSM or GPS, as we commonly refer to it. This completes the assembly of the device and simply plug in the power supply to use. Depending on the installation location, some places may require high-gain antennas. If you need high-gain antennas, you can also visit our company's website for external antennas.